If you have ever not done something because of fear, if you have ever done something because of fear, this video is for you. I'm gonna talk about 5 things that you might be surprised to learn about that old boogeyman called fear. Hey, my name is Yonci and welcome to my channel, Chasing Yonci. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. And if it's your first time here, welcome, howdy. Thank you for stopping by. Each week I give relationship advice as well as practical tips on improving your emotional well-being. I think a lot of times relationships are failed because we don't know how to do the work from within. Now you can find me everywhere on the socials as Chasing Yonci. And if you want to bless your girl, you can do so on Patreon. Now, before we get started, please let YouTube know that this is some good stuff. This is the kind of stuff that they need to use the algorithms to push out to more people. So go ahead and click that like button and then we're gonna get into it. All right, so you ready for the 5 things that you probably didn't know about fear? Let's go. All right, number 1, fear thrives in the darkness. It loves to creep in the shadows. So what do you have to do? You have to shine a bright light right in that sucker's face. So identify your fears. Really sit down and think about, what am I most afraid of? What is the worst case scenario for me? Number 2, it has a voice. I know, it sounds crazy. It's not audible, but you can hear it in your mind. And that's the reason why a lot of people get it confused with your own thoughts. But think about it. Why would you want to sabotage yourself? There's a book called The Untethered Soul that goes into great detail about this, and it is an amazing, amazing read. So I strongly suggest that you get that. If you're like me, listen to the audiobook. But there is a voice that you will hear, and it's going to tell you all of your worst fears, which is why step 1 is that you have to identify what your worst fears are. It's going to say, you're going to get embarrassed. You're going to look stupid. You're going to lose everything. No one's going to respect you. You're not going to be accepted. You're going to look foolish. You don't know what you're doing. These are the types of things that are going to be said. And until you identify your worst fears, you're not going to recognize when these whispers are coming to you. And so one of the best ways you could be on the lookout for this voice is to be aware of the tactics before they're even used. That's how you overcome your enemy. You study his tactics. And the tactics of fear are preying on your worst fears. Step 1, identify the fears, and step 2, identify the voice. You will literally hear when the voices start. So let me give you a practical example. Let's just say you're about to try something new and you're excited about it, you have this new idea. But when it's time to take action, you might start to feel physical discomfort. The 3 main areas for me is I feel a lump in my throat. It's almost hard to swallow. I'll feel a tightness in my chest. Feels like I can't quite catch my breath, or I'll feel nausea in my stomach. Any of those 3, it's not fun. It's a game changer. I want to shut everything down and go away from whatever I'm doing that is causing that feeling. When you feel this, understand that it is fear and it is coming from outside of you. This is when you sound the alarm and go into defense mode. Now, before I tell you how to overcome this fear and fight back, you have to understand fact number 3. Fear gets stronger when it's not addressed. So you might think, you know what, I'm gonna run and hide. I feel this discomfort in my throat. I feel, my chest getting tight. I feel a knot in my stomach. So I'm just gonna do something else. Well, you just made that sucker stronger. It's like sending that guy to the gym. He is pumping iron. So the next time you have to deal with him, he's gonna be stronger and stronger and scarier and scarier. So what you have to do, like I said, shine that light in the face. And the way that you shine the light in the face is number 4. You gotta talk back until it shuts up. The way you do this is by identifying the voice, which I mentioned in number 2. And when you identify that voice, you gotta talk back. And a lot of the advice I give you, you guys, it's gonna make you look like a lunatic. So you have to do it in your head, or if you're by yourself, you have the luxury of speaking out loud. Well, when you hear that voice, you need to talk back just like it was a person that you could see standing right in front of you. It would be something like this. What are you doing? You don't know what you're doing. You're gonna look stupid. What's the worst thing that can happen? If it doesn't work, I just learned what doesn't work. Yeah, but you're gonna look stupid and people are gonna laugh at you. The type of people who would laugh at me for trying something and failing are not the type of people I want in my life anyway. Everybody knows that in order to succeed, you have to be willing to fail. And it's not really failure, it's life's lessons. Well, whatever. I'm telling you, that is literally what happens. You will combat the fear with facts, and eventually the voice will go away. You have to remind yourself that failure is not really failure, it's learning lessons. If you understand that life is a journey, it's not all about the destination, it's about understanding things along the way and building character. Nothing is a failure. Nothing is a loss. It's an opportunity to learn and grow. So you look fear in the face, and a lot of times what fear will do is number 5. Understand that fear always plays on your ego. So the more you crucify your ego, the less power it has. If the fear is, I'm gonna look stupid, then you respond to the fear, it's not about me looking good. It's about me pursuing what I wanna pursue in life. And like I said, the people around you who are really there for you are not gonna make you feel stupid when you don't hit the mark that you're striving for. And like I said in a previous video, a lot of times we think that people are concerned about us and they're really not, at least to the degree that we're worried about. They're on to the next thing. The best tip I can give you is to think about the worst case scenario. Be like that little kid that keeps saying, and what? And then what? And then what? Why? So if ego says you're gonna feel stupid, okay, and well then it'll be embarrassing to show your face. Okay, and then people aren't gonna think you're cool. And eventually that little voice has no answers. I promise you. Wait until you try it next. It really, really works. A lot of time we talk about spiritual things. We talk about karma. We talk about the universe. We talk about manifestation. But a lot of people get weirded out when they actually think about spiritual entities. The Bible and so many other books reference things that we cannot see. They reference spirits, entities, and not all of these are for our good. And so depending on how deep down the rabbit hole you want to go, you can learn more about that. But you have to understand that we can hear things in our mind. Some people are a lot more susceptible to those than others, and they have less control. Fortunately for you, if you're watching this video, it means that you are ready to take captive every thought. That was the verse that set me free. Take captive every thought and understand that not all thoughts are coming from yourself. A lot of them are planted in your mind. And just like that word planted, like a seed, you have to be vigilant and protect the soil of your mind, because you can't control the seeds that get dropped in. Like imagine a helicopter dropping seeds onto a field that's really, really fertile. But you have to be aware of the ones that are coming in with weeds and pluck out those seeds before they're allowed to take root and grow. Once they grow, it's very difficult. That's why I said the worst thing that you can do is to ignore these voices of fear. You have to address them head on. You have to speak to them, and you cannot play a passive role when it comes to guarding your thought gates. Everything happens in your mind. You guys are going to be so sick of hearing me talking about ground zero is the mind. Because as that saying goes, whether you can or can't do something, it's true. Based on what you believe. Your thoughts are everything. And be on guard, because the number one enemy of you and the thing that is out to get you and keep you from living your abundant life is fear. Understand that fear is an entity. Fear is a living thing. Fear must be addressed. Fear must be uncovered. Fear must be put to bed. And just like that little man on The Wizard of Oz, he's always bigger and badder in our minds than he is in real life. Perfect love overcomes fear. And we have something greater within us than what is out there trying to attack us in our mind. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. Please let the algorithms know that this is the good stuff, so that YouTube will push it out there in front of more people, and more people will have a chance to watch it and be set free. Anyway, guys, go ahead and hit subscribe if you want more content like this. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time a new video drops. And like I said, I do videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so watch out for those. And a special live stream every Sunday night with a couple friends as we discuss all things love, dating, sex, and relationships. Now, some of you guys might want to take this to the next level, and you might want to start living your best life, discovering your purpose, and you don't have enough information from the videos that I've shared. Well, I've created an entire online community. It's an intimate group of people who have daily check-ins. We also do weekly video check-ins. I give challenges and assignments and things like that to help each individual person level up and achieve the next level faster. If you would like to be a part of that community called the Sunshine Club, you can either drop me a comment or click the link in my description. Until next time, guys, tell someone that you love them.